Oh,
hey,
hi.
I just grabbed
She's
my
gonna
water.
grab water. So,
Because you'll understand why I need it.
yeah.
in a minute.
So tonight, our topic is
This wasn't planned.
why I regret last night. No, actually, our filming schedule was planned.
But we weren't going to film this topic.
No. This topic is one of pure need. So, P.S. We changed shirts because we had to film another vlog, and we both have on Old Navy V-necks. And Old Navy doesn't make these V-necks any. Why? I loved these. They fit nice. It's a good V. It's like it's like deep, but not too deep. Like you're not showing cleavage at kid pickup, but it's not one of those dinky V's. Right. You know? Bring them back, Old Navy.
It's a good V.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, and look at my. So I've been doing this new thing with drying my hair, and it's called plopping, and you basically just plop your hair. Yeah, you plop your hair on a t-shirt, not a terry cloth towel.
Those kind of towels.
Yes, a microfiber towel would work. And then you plop it like you put it in a ponytail, and you put the crown of your head against the.
Wait, you put it in a ponytail?
No. Oh. But like you're going to put it in a ponytail, and you put that crown and all your hair right there on the t-shirt or towel, and then you just kind of you don't twist the hair. The hair plops, and then you take the ends and twist the ends.
On top of your
head. And you tie it up like that when it's wet. And I made a Facebook post, not even about plopping, and nobody ever says anything about my hair, right? I got like 4 comments like, your hair looks so good. I'm like, it's the plop. And it's super curly today.
Did you just learn about this method?
I've plopped for a long time, but I haven't been plopping appropriately. Try to plopping appropriately. Because I didn't like, I knew what I was doing, but I didn't. I thought I knew what I didn't. But yeah, go plop. If you have like wavy, curly hair,
I need to check out the curly girl method and see.
Yes,
like I have waves back
she
here.
does. She has a ton of waves. You could get a lot more. But my hair, and this is from yesterday. It's like crazy curly. I love big crazy hair, like lion, like.
I think they've seen our vlog. They're probably aware now.
Straight like helmet head? No, I couldn't even keep up with that. It would never look nice. So last night,
my taste buds are off.
Oh yeah, we'll go into that. So last night Tyler and I, it's our 6-year anniversary. The only reason I know it's 6 years is because Emery is 5, and she was born like exactly 9 months after, and so I just add a year to her age, so it was 6 years. And
that's good, right?
I had on like a nice dress, and so we went furniture shopping first, because that was one of our first dates, was furniture shopping. And I look at my arm. Actually, we dropped the kids off, and my dad's like, what's on your arms? And I'm like, oh yeah, I had primer all over both of my arms. And my dad's trying to get it off. I'm like, I don't think you're getting it off.
That primer doesn't come off.
No, it really
I had it on my arms, and I
showered before we
I showered twice, and I was still like finding specks of it.
So yeah, I went on my anniversry date with primer.
Yeah, it's fine. So that's what you regret about last night, then?
No, I don't actually regret anything about it. I had a great night. We recreated our first few dates. So we went to Nebraska Furniture Mart furniture shopping, because like our 3rd date, I think we went to Nebraska Furniture Mart, and we were already picking out our house together, like what we would have in our house together. And Tyler's really
like for fun, like we weren't like buying.
No, for fun, right? But Tyler's on our first date. Tyler said he was going to marry me, so things went fast, right? We'd already been married before, we knew. Anyways, Tyler's really smart. This is what I discovered. So because I posted this on Instagram, and another friend was like, when we leave Nebraska Furniture Mart, we're in a fight. And I'm like, oh no. So first of all, we have 90% of the time we have the same taste. And when we don't, this is what he says. I trust you. Everything you do always turns out good, looks good. So if you say it's gonna work, it's gonna work.
Way to go, Tyler.
I didn't even train him to do that.
He knows.
He's just brilliant. Yeah, he is. And then we went to Brew Baker's, which is a bar and grill for dinner. And that's where we met for the first time. And we ate outside on the patio. It was good. It was a good night. Yeah. And then we went to Walgreens and got dessert. I got a bag of Double Bubble and special dark chocolate. And Tyler got a little pint of ice cream and those gummy worms that he likes.
Oh, yeah.
What brand are those? Okay, so
The white
there,
bag,
yes,
with, like, red.
there's this new brand of gum. At least it's new to me. I think it was new to you, right?
No, I've had them before.
Okay, I hadn't seen them.
Long
And
time
I
ago.
love candy, right? But gummy worms are just kind of blunt. Like, I'll eat them if they're there, right? Like,
These are good.
these are good.
Mhm.
Like, they actually taste like the color. It's not like
The
is this
gummy
red
bears.
or yellow.
The gummy bears are that way too.
Yeah, they're good. Okay, so I do not regret last night. However, one of us does.
So it is 8:15 p.m.
When she got here
at
2 hours ago,
5:30.
she was laying on my bathroom floor with a box of Cheerios. And she looked like dead. And I said, Rachel, you just lay there. I'm just going to put a little makeup on you.
She goes, do you want me to help you not look sick? Because I told her, I texted her, I was like, we're still going to film. Like, I'll feel better. Like, this morning, I was like, because I'm hungover, right? I'm hungover.
You're really
like,
fucking hungover.
I wasn't just hungover.
No.
I was like, I even was thinking to myself this afternoon, like when I was,
do you have alcohol poisoning?
when I was throwing up at like 4:30, I was like, do I need to go to the hospital?
So she was drinking last night and she was still throwing up at 4:30 this afternoon. And so this is the thing. She had mentioned,
and I threw up last night before I went to bed.
She had mentioned that she had too much to drink. But she wasn't like, hey, we shouldn't film tonight. If she would have told me, she was like,
Oh, it was
we
awful.
would have not. I'm
nothing
like,
to
why
it.
did you, like, I cancel on us all the time.
It was so bad.
I don't know, like, literally, she got here, and I'm like, what did you drink? And she's like, I can't even talk about it. So
I told her, I said, well, I took over like 10 Trulies, and like Billy had some too.
10 Trulies?
And then we had shots too, and I started telling her about it. I was like, no, I can't talk about it.
I know you can hold your liquor, but that's a lot.
Well, Billy had a couple of those.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
then, I mean, we had like 8 shots.
So I don't, as you guys know, I don't drink very often. Like, I don't really drink. And I have drank, like, when I was younger. I never, like, on a frequent basis, but I've never been that drunk. I've never been that drunk, ever. Like, not to the point where, now I've thrown up at nighttime, but I've never woken up and I'm still throwing up the next day. And I've never, like, blacked out.
And I threw up last night before I slept, and I didn't throw up again until 4 to 5 o'clock, right before I was supposed to go over
Rachel,
here.
where did you throw up at?
What do you mean?
Well, where were you thrown up at last night?
A friend's house?
Somebody else's house. A new friend that you kind of just like got to know last night.
Yeah. Like this year we
She
met.
said you got it all, or you said you got it all in the toilet.
Like I wasn't. I mean, I was drunk, but like not blackout, not like crazy. And I knew because like at midnight.
After 8 shots and 7 Trulies, you're not crazy drunk. I feel like you probably are.
I was, but not like how some people like black out or cry or get angry or whatever. Like
No, I'm not an angry drunk or a sad drunk. You know, like those girls, they drink and then all of a sudden you're hearing their entire life story and they're sobbing and you're like, we were just supposed to have fun. That's not me.
So like at midnight, Billy was like, "All right, babe, let's go. You know, I'm golfing in the morning." And Billy had like
he went golfing with Tyler actually.
Slowly been FML, yeah. And I had the kids.
So she texted me this morning at 10, or did I text you first?
I think I texted you. I said because her kids stayed at
Yaya's,
her mom's last night because of their anniversary celebration. And so I texted her and I said, "Are your kids still at Yaya's house?"
No, you know, she said, I think I might need Sophie. Is she home? And I'm like, no, she's at Yaya's all
I was like,
day.
I will pay Sophie for a few hours to
She's like, I think I'm still drunk. And I'm like, and I said, what happened? And she said, I don't know. And I'm like, oh God, this is bad.
I do know, but yeah. I think I said, yeah. Oof. But yeah, so we were over there and Billy's like, at midnight, you know, let's go home. And like, that's right when, you know, I was just starting to really have fun.
So when Rachel gets to a point when you're drinking, you want it, because I've seen you do this, you want to keep drinking. You don't, you want to ramp it up.
I get to the tipsy and a little bit drunk point and I'm like, let's
She's like,
party.
let's go to a rave, shots. Like, that's what she does. I get to a point and I'm like, whoa now, I don't want to spin.
I sometimes I'm like that, but like.
No, you get to a certain point and you go hard. So this actually happened at Halloween with the same people. Halloween, we had all decided, so we went to Deidre's house for a Halloween party, right? I was Chewbacca, Tyler was Princess Leia, you and Billy were Forrest and Jenny and Forrest Gump, okay? So we were all there, and it was around like midnight, I think, and we were ready to go, right? And so Tyler called us an Uber, and we talked. You guys were ready to go. Tyler called us an Uber. We were waiting for the Uber. The Uber comes up, and I can't find Rachel. Billy's ready to go too, and I'm like, where the fuck is Rachel, right? So I go find her. She's taking shots. Like she is the one that's instigating this. In the middle of the kitchen, she's like, let's do another. And I'm like, Rachel, our Uber's here. She's like, I'm just gonna stay, just leave me. And I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, we're just gonna stay the night. And I'm like, okay.
See you later.
Yeah. So I'm
I
like,
probably won't see you tomorrow because you're gonna feel like.
no, yeah. I'm like, we're going home. Like, cause I.
That was smart.
I am not.
Actually,
like,
I wasn't that bad the next day on that party.
no, but like when she gets to a point,
Yeah, I just wanna.
you want to keep going.
Yeah.
Keep the party hopping.
Like if I'm having
In
fun,
fact,
I don't want to stop
you
having
guys
fun.
ended up at a bar later that night looking for food.
Yeah, 1 a.m. we went to.
I
What's
thought it
that
was
place?
later than 1 a.m.
No, because their kitchen closes at 1, and we got there at 1:04. And they're like,
and
no,
you guys
we
were all
don't have
pissed,
food. Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You should have gone to Taco Bell for some nacho fries.
Well, we weren't. I think we took an Uber to the bar.
Well, I hope
And
you
then
took
we
an
were
Uber
home.
to the bar.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Rachel regrets last night.
So I drank a lot, and then our friends Deidre and Brian, who she was on this last vlog, you probably met her if you've seen that vlog.
Or you might meet her. Sorry.
Yeah. Or yes, you might meet her if we post.
We
this
don't know
one
which
first.
one we're gonna post.
So anyways, they ended up staying there, and then Billy and I, and then they have the people we stayed at, they have like a 6-month-old, and so at 6:30 the 6-month-old's like screaming, crying, and so Deidre and I both wake up with the baby because for some reason the mom and dad like didn't hear or something, and so we were just being like, Billy was ready to get home
helpful.
or whatever, so like we make the baby bottle and Deidre puts the baby back to sleep and whatever. And
You guys got up and left at 6:45. That's early.
I mean, I was still drunk.
Oh, I'm sure you were.
I think I went because obviously I was sleeping in my clothes. Like I had
Didn't
jean
you
shorts
sleep in the kids' bedroom, like on the floor?
Mm-hmm.
And the
The
kids
kid wasn't in there.
slept somewhere else.
Yeah, they were all in the basement.
They didn't witness Rachel puking.
No. Mm-mm. No. The kids did not witness any bad behavior.
So I doubt you had bad. You can get
when
drunk
I went
and not
home,
have
so
bad
I had
behavior.
jean shorts and a tank top on, right?
Well, you weren't like
So I
flashing anybody or anything.
No, I slept on the floor there or
Mhm.
whatever, and then I'm pretty sure when I got home, I just got back in bed. Like I didn't even like.
You just kept your
At
clothes
7 a.m.
on,
or 7
your
a.m.
jean shorts,
Uh-huh,
tank top. You kept them on. You crawled into bed.
And then I think I woke up at 10:30 because somebody texted me, and that's when I texted you. I was like, "Is Sophie home yet?"
This sounds.
My girls were staying at my mom's house, but
Uh-huh.
I had to go get them because they had a lot.
And
to
I'm
get-
like,
to
do
do
you
today.
want me to drive you? She's like, I can do it. And I'm like, can you? This sounds like a bad college night.
It was.
So one night in college, Rachel gave herself a 2nd-degree burn.
third degree.
Third-degree burn. This isn't Rachel's first rodeo.
That's the night I ended up dancing on the bar too.
Mhm.
Before I burnt myself.
And when she was shit-faced drunk with her 3rd-degree burn, she hit on the plastic surgeon that was looking at her arm.
Because he was.
Because she wanted free boobs.
Yes, always.
True story.
He was a good-looking dude.
Hey,
He
plastic
was like,
surgeon signed
he
me
was
up.
like an on call for the ER or whatever. So it wasn't like I was seeing. So I just went into the
Yeah,
ER.
no, but if there's a burn,
Yeah.
they always call in like a plastic surgeon
Oh, they do?
because, well, yeah, because if a lot of times people who have burns they need. But Rachel just saw an opportunity.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't have any of those fun drunk stories.
Maybe we should change that.
I'm sure that if there's anybody that can change that for me, it's Rachel, because she did give me my first cigarette and my first SEMA, my first alcoholic beverage. She leads the way.
I'm horrible.
She's not. But you, honestly, I don't think as an adult, I have ever been around you when, like, I've never seen you as an adult drunk like that. And we hang out a lot. So that says something, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't drink often.
No.
Obviously.
Now, I saw her a lot in high school that drunk, but not since we were adults.
I was just talking to my mom about this the other day, like, about high school and, like, you know, how we drink. And I said, you know, I did my fair share of drinking and whatever in high school or going to the parties. But I also knew, like, when it wasn't a good idea to.
Yeah.
And, like, I knew, like, or if I see one of my friends were, like,
Yes,
getting
you
really
would
drunk
help.
or out of control, then I'm like, okay, I'm stopping because I'm going to play mom and take care of
I
so-and-so.
didn't even, like, I wasn't a drinker even. Like, I did drink a few times in high school. Like, Boone's Farm, that was my jam. But,
Oh,
I just
so much
never was, like, I was just never a big drinker. Like, she's done, like, I've never done a cake stand. I've never been able to shot put a beer. Like, I don't even like beer. Oh, shotgun. See, that's how, like, ignorant I am to these drinking terms.
I don't really drink beer.
But I've seen you do your fair share of cake stands.
Really? Like, in high school?
Yeah.
She probably
doesn't remember.
2
Or 5 or 6.
Really? Man, people are.
I don't like beer. Like,
Don't watch this, Mom. Actually, she knows. We actually just talked about it.
it's not like you were, like, blowing coke or something. See, like, honestly, if I really hope my kids don't, like, get shit-faced in high school, but I'm also realistic to know, like, I think it'll probably happen at some point in high school, right?
Right. I feel like nowadays, all the other drugs are so much more
That's what
prevalent.
I was gonna say.
And I'm
I
like,
would much rather have my kids, like, experiment with alcohol than, like, cocaine or pills or whatever drugs there are. For some reason, I was just never curious about drugs or alcohol. And I did a lot of other dumb shit. That just wasn't one of them.
Yeah, that's good.
And you weren't into drugs either. No, but you drank, like, if you drank on the weekends. It wasn't like you were drinking during the school days.
It was just like, if there was a party somewhere or whatever.
There was a lot of parties
There
too.
was.
I'm like, where were all you parents? Like, you guys were always out of town.
And just know, when
you go out of town,
parents,
like, there's going to be 100 kids jam-packed in your house.
When you as parents leave your house with your teenagers there will be a party at your house.
We were just talking about this. So I have always said no to a walkout basement. And the reason I've said no to a walkout basement is because I snuck out of her house and another friend's house.
I didn't have a walkout basement.
A lot. No,
it was
but
that
So her room, it was really cool. Their basement, you had to go out into their garage and then go downstairs, and then you open a door, and there was, like, a whole little apartment. But there was a door in the garage that you could go out in the back door.
Backyard,
so we just slipped out of that house. And I never snuck out except at your house or
Brianna's.
I wasn't going to say that out loud. Brianna's parents must have slept like logs.
Yes,
I mean,
their window was right above the window.
We would just
climb out
pop.
the window.
See, she had a walkout basement, and we would just pop out the window and put. Actually, a couple times I stayed back and I stayed in the bed, so everybody, like, the parents came down. One of them is sleeping, so they must all be sleeping, right? Because I'm like, I'm tired, people. Or we would put, like, blankets or something underneath. And I don't remember sneaking out to, like, go drink, though. We were, like, just sneaking out to, like,
hang out,
go see boys.
Yeah, because we would have curfew.
Yeah.
And then,
actually,
curfew's at, like, 11 or 12.
I
or
never
whatever.
had a curfew. My parents so in high school, I was the girl that they would say, I'm going out with Amanda Moody, and the parents would be like, oh, okay. They didn't, because they knew, like, the parents, I didn't really drink, so they weren't worried about, like, me. Like, now that I'm adult, like, I want to go to a rave, but be totally sober. Like, I want to do,
dance,
do glow sticks. Yes. That's what I want to do. But I don't need, like, alcohol or anything to do that. Just a Red Bull. That would be good.
Yeah, I literally thought I needed to go to the ER today.
Well, I was kind of concerned when you were still puking.
Well, and because, like, I would get, like, honestly, on my way here even at 5:30 or whatever, I probably turned my AC all the way up and all the way down 5 times, and you live 10 minutes away, because I just kept getting hot and, like, sweaty and then cold. And then hot and cold.
I told her when she came over, she was literally in my our dressing room on the ground, and I'm like, she's like, I keep getting hot and cold. I'm like, well, it's cooler in the bedroom because I turned the fan up for you.
Well, you said it was hot in there, and I said that
and I
because
said it's hot.
freezing.
Yeah, it was hot in there. So if you get, so then she went and laid on the bed with a blanket and a pillow, and literally I said, hey Rachel, I said I spruced up her face so she didn't look like death, and I said, but you might want to add some more mascara. If I bring you a mirror and mascara, are you cool to put that on? She's like, I think so.
I mean, it was bad.
And So
like I literally brought my Cheerios and water over here because I've eaten like one handful of Cheerios today because I couldn't keep down. I would like look at my water and knew I needed to drink it. And I was like, it's just gonna come back up.
what I didn't understand is, so she comes
I'm
over
not
and I'm like,
that. Like,
what have you taken? Like, what have you taken for this? And
No.
she's like, nothing. And I'm like,
I didn't think I could keep
the
it down.
first thing I would have done is pop an Advil or a Tylenol, right? So I said, Rachel, okay, so I said, Rachel, this is the thing. I actually texted you this morning. I said, we're both getting ready to start because we start at the same time. And I said, so we're PMSing. I said, your hangover is going to be so much worse right now because you're getting ready to start. I'm like, you have to
I
feel
didn't
like
know
hell.
this.
No, she didn't know this. So she got over here and I said, Rachel, you're going to take a Midol. And she wasn't, like, she didn't resist, but I could tell that she wasn't, like,
I was
thinking
worried
it was
because, like,
gonna,
on an empty side, like, I didn't
I'm
want
like,
it to, like,
yeah.
come back
I'm like,
up.
you're going to be fine. But, and so I said, here's a Midol, right?
And you're like, you just, you know, lay there.
I
and
said,
let,
just lay there.
let that kick
yeah,
in. Just,
yeah. I said, we're not going to film until this kicks in. Tell them how much better you felt 45 minutes later.
100% better.
So,
100%.
the lesson here is, number one, if you're PMSing,
don't drink
don't drink
a lot.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Or
Because-
don't get waxed either. A
No,
Brazilian.
yeah. So when you're PMSing, actually, I've read a lot about
Your pain
your pain.
tolerance.
Your tolerance of pain is low, right? So your pain, anything is higher. Your immune system is low. Another thing, they've done a study. I've read a lot of studies. You do not get as good of sleep when you're PMSing because your circadian rhythm is off, because your hormones are like this. That's
or
why
when
we're
you're drunk.
yeah,
too,
that's
you
why
don't
you're
sleep.
bitches, right? So, because she said, I'm just so tired and I slept all day. And I'm like, it's because you're PMSing and hungover. Like, this is the worst combination. So, first lesson, do not get shit-faced if you're getting ready to start, okay? It's a bad idea. Second lesson, if you have gotten shit-faced and you have not followed lesson number one, take a Midol. Pop that Midol. I don't care if you've eaten or not eaten. Pop it. You're going to feel way better.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Pop a Midol.
I mean, my mouth was still watering when I got here at 5:30, and like, I was like, which bathroom should I puke in?
I
If
was
I have to
like,
puke
why
here.
didn't she just tell us to not do it tonight? I wouldn't.
We
care if you
rescheduled
puked
this
in.
like 3 times. So
But
I
it was
felt
my
like,
fault. Like,
and
I
didn't.
rescheduled.
I didn't want to be like, hey, I drank too much, so sorry, we can't do it.
Well, I
felt like that's a
rescheduled because I
shitty
was
reason
like, hey, I'm still doing my cabinets that I put off for 2 years.
no.
But I am glad that she didn't cancel after I did my face.
I know. Nuts. I was like, I thought this morning at 10.
Like, if she was gonna cancel, tell me before I
Right.
start this.
But I was like, oh, I'll feel better this evening. Like, you know, I'll be fine this evening, right?
And I
That's what
thought you would too. That's why I was like, okay.
And then when it was like 3:45, and I was like, oh, I still feel like death. But I knew you had started getting ready already. So I was like, I'm not
At what time?
like 3:45
Yeah.
or 4 or whatever when I had.
I even put off getting ready later because I kind of was wondering if you would decide to cancel. So before I actually started putting on my face, I even texted you like, are we sure? And we, like, anyways, we were gonna
I didn't want to. I did not
we
want
were
to.
gonna film 3 tonight, and the 2 other ones were not even gonna, like, totally different topics. And then, you know,
we just have this material.
yeah, we are go with the flow, right?
Uh-huh.
So let's talk about
My
regret last
regrets.
night. I don't regret. I had a great night. I feel bad that she felt bad. If I would have been there, I would have been like,
But you've
whoa.
been hungover, and you've been.
I've been hungover. I've never been like if I've thrown up from drinking. First of all, I haven't thrown up from drinking since I was like 20. And if I have thrown up, I've thrown up once and then like went to
Okay.
bed. I do
Getting
not
Cheerios.
like, you know, when you lay down if you're and you start to spin.
Oh, that's when you have to.
I
throw
don't.
up so bad.
That is the worst feeling. So I don't let myself get to that point because I don't know. Like I dislike it that much, and I don't ever sleep good after I've been drinking. Like I don't care if I went to bed at 4 a.m. I will be up at 7 and hungover and up because I can't sleep good when I drink. I just don't.
It'll be a while
so
before I.
What is
do
something
that
that
again.
I've done that I've regretted recently?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about this. So I will say I'm not a regret person. Like
Yeah.
I just think it's stupid to have regrets. But I mean, yes, there are a lot of things that I've done that I shouldn't have done. What is something that I've done that I shouldn't have done?
recently, I don't know.
Yeah, typically the things that I shouldn't do, somebody stops me before I do them. So, I think I know what you were gonna say. So we'll just.
Hobby Lobby?
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll tell her. Okay, no, that was not even. I don't regret that. She was that. So I stand by that. So
Wait, let me tell the
okay,
man turn the story. It's a random one afternoon. Amanda calls me and she's like, I just had to call and tell somebody this. I almost got in a fight at Hobby Lobby. And I'm like,
okay,
wait,
just to be
what?
clear, I've never actually been in a physical altercation, but I felt like that could have led up to one.
I'm like, what? How does this even
And I
happen?
just kept
And she
thinking,
goes,
how does Rachel punch somebody?
let me teach you.
Yeah,
in case
you
you
do.
ever
Yeah,
need to
because
use
I don't
this.
know.
And you can break your fingers.
I know.
You need to.
So don't you keep your thumb in or something?
Yeah, but really what a lot of people break is their knuckles.
Okay.
And
I
really
need
can't
those
teach you
for
how.
crafting.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, then just don't punch anybody. How about that?
I'd rather not.
But like, I mean, if somebody's attacking you or
Well,
somebody.
yeah.
you need
Oh,
to-
I'll gouge their eyes out.
We should go do women's
Self-defense.
self-defense
Yes.
class.
I mean,
I've done a
like
few.
grab and pull, right?
There's a lot of like moving, like if somebody's like got you in a chokehold or whatever, how to get out
yeah.
of it. And,
Yeah, we should do that.
Mhm.
But okay, so that's beside what I regret.
So she
and I
calls-
don't regret it. She thinks I should regret it, but I don't.
She calls and is like, oh, I was on a fight at Hobby Lobby.
She
She's like,
wasn't.
but it wasn't my fault.
It wasn't my
So
fault.
it didn't start as your fault, but
No.
you sure as heck
No,
kept
she
it
didn't
going.
keep her mouth shut. And if somebody's coming for me, I'm gonna come back.
So, and this is what I think. Let me try to recap the whole conversation. So you're out in the Hobby Lobby checkout lane, right?
Yes, I was.
And you know it's
Well, I was
6
waiting
feet
in line. Yeah.
in front of, and you know, distance people. So
And I was literally getting in line, and this bitch cut me off. And
so she like cut in front of you in line or whatever.
and I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
Didn't
you
say a
were
word.
whatever.
Yeah, because
Like,
that happens
maybe
all the
she didn't
time.
see you, whatever.
Exactly. I give them that happens all the time in Hobby Lobby. Like
So
this is
then
not the first time
They
it's
opened
happened.
another aisle up, right? Because
Mhm.
there was like a long
Yeah.
checkout line.
Yeah.
And you went over and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And so she got mad
The
at you.
other lady got mad.
The lady who cut in front of you got mad because you cut
Literally
in front of her, right?
Yelled across the store. You just cut me, and I'm like, well, you did it first.
Okay. So
Okay.
those were the words,
Yeah.
right?
Those were the words in Hobby Lobby's main area.
Checkout aisles.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you guys were like leaving at the same time and in the
So in the
entryway?
entry, there's like double doors on each end, and there's like the carts, and then you go through another set of double doors to be in the store.
Mhm.
So,
Right.
Go ahead.
So you know how they have like that furniture and stuff
Yeah,
out in
yeah,
that
yeah.
entryway. So how did it?
So I
did
was
she call
walking.
you rude
yes,
first?
she called me a rude witch.
Okay. So you were just walking out to go
Mhm.
to your car, leaving, and she called you a rude witch.
Mm-hmm. And I said, well, you're a fucking bitch. And she said, what? I said, you're a fucking bitch and a cunt. I said, well, I just added a cunt. But she started it. So,
Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't with you. I was
anyways,
like,
I'm glad it happened in the entryway because Hobby Lobby is like Christian based. And I'm a Christian. Christians can still cuss, right? And she was being a fucking bitch. Anyways, so I'm glad it didn't happen in Hobby. It happened in the entryway.
because yeah, she doesn't want to get kicked out of Hobby
No,
Lobby and
because I
banned.
need it. God, that's like my store.
You better behave when you go to Hobby Lobby.
I
Just
will
let-
behave until I get through,
just,
like, to
You
the
know, maybe
entryway.
say, Jesus, please give me the
but
patience.
then what happens is so we go out through separate doors, right? She called me a rude witch.
You said what you said.
Okay, would you really not say anything back? Would you really just be like, have a good day, ma'am?
So if she called me a rude witch, what I would have done
Mhm.
is said, well, actually, I was in line and you
Already said
cut
that.
in front of you.
We'd already established
But
that.
you just said you did it first, so I don't know if she knew
I
that
said-
she did it.
Okay, well,
Maybe.
she looked
I
at me.
would've-
When she came in, she looked at me.
And so I would have pointed out, I would have said, you cut in front of me first, actually, and I didn't say anything. I let it go, you know, and you are upset at me and think
Sometimes
I'm rude.
You just can't reason
because-
with people.
I mean, but I am more of the type that I try to kill them with kindness before I cut the jugular.
No, and I would.
No.
If I knew this person or like we were friends, it takes me a really long time to get mad. Like I will let everything go. But I don't know this bitch. I had a long day. I'm with my children at home, which right. So maybe she'd had a long day too. But right. don't care. She was still being a fucking bitch, right? So 2 stay-at-home moms who've been on lockdown for months, right? That's a bad combination. So, and I've always been like this. If you're gonna come at me first, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm not saying do that. She's like calling you names, but I would just be like,
I just don't think that she was the type of person you can reason with. So then we leave, right? We go out our separate doors. And we are literally driving towards each other in Hobby Lobby's parking lot to go out separate ways. And so she flips me off in the parking lot. And so I honk and then give her a double flip off. And then I happen to pull out, right? And she's right behind me. So
you didn't start any of this, but you sure kept it going.
I wasn't the one that had my middle finger out the window first.
Well, only after you called her F and B and a C.
Because she was.
I would have flipped you off
because
too.
she was, right? She called me a rude witch.
If you would have called me that too, like my response would have been, oh, that's real classy, or like something like.
And that would have been fine. Like I will freely admit that wasn't classy, but she's still a fucking bitch. Like I don't have. That wasn't a classy move, but I don't regret it because somebody needed to tell her that she was a fucking bitch.
I was just gonna ask you if you regret anything.
No, not at all. So anyway, so I pull out in front of her and I see that she's behind me. So I go like 10 miles an hour. The entire street.
You're lucky she didn't rear end you.
Oh, go ahead, go for it, bitch.
Well, then there probably would have maybe been an altercation.
No, I'm smart. Like this is the thing. I may seem impulsive, but I'm not. Like this was not like me getting out of control. This was me thinking that she's a fucking bitch.
So what if her husband was a cop and she had a conceal and carry and had a gun in the car and like you really like you don't ever know.
You don't know that. You're right. You don't know
like,
that. But if that would have been the case, she wouldn't have driven towards me with her middle finger out the window.
She would have been waving her gun out the
window. Probably. Like when I drive, I get irritated. I don't just like flip birds. Like I'm not the type to like flip people off. Like if somebody like yells at me and I get a read on the situation, I might yell back, but I don't go run my mouth unless I'm confident who I'm running my mouth to isn't going to
kill you.
Pop a cap in my ass, yes. But do I regret it? No.
Okay. Well,
because somebody needed to tell Linda that she was a fucking bitch.
Maybe.
And my children were not with me.
You can think. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Maybe you can think about something that you regret, and we'll tell them in the next video then. Because
there are very, very few things I regret. Because typically I've thought it through, and I'm like this is the thing. If I regretted it, I'd be embarrassed, like to tell you, but somebody needed to tell Linda that she was that. And this is the thing. So we're on a mom's page on Facebook, right? And other moms will post like things that happen, and they're like,
I almost got in a fight with this.
And I'm like, I really hope she's on this page. And she posts something about it. And I would have been like, that's me. Stand by that comment.
So anyways, now that we've...
I do not go out of my way. I've never started a fight. Ever. And if I feel like somebody could beat me up, I would run.
So do you feel like you could take this Linda lady?
Yeah.
We don't know that her name is Linda. We're just making that up.
Linda and I were like about the same size. She was a little bit bigger. But she didn't like work out. I don't work out. But I sand all day. So there's muscles there, right? Linda doesn't sand all day. Maybe Linda crochets. And I don't think you get muscles from crocheting. So if worse came to worse, I could have taken her on. You know, I have that lion purse and I can swing that thing around.
Okay, well, on that note, we're probably going to wrap this up.
So yeah,
you
no
just heard
regrets.
About 35 minutes of our...
of my bad behavior. Now, I'm not going to say it wasn't bad behavior. It was terrible behavior. Trashy AF. Well aware of that. But I can be trashy AF at times.
I'm glad you admit that.
Oh, yeah, no. I was never like, oh, that's a classy thing to do. It's just not. But sometimes you got to go there.
Oh, boy. So anyways, yeah.
Like,
Tell us.
subscribe. Let us know if you've ever called anybody a fucking bitch in Hobby
Or,
Lobby.
you know, if you have any regrets from last night or, you know, last week or last month or last year or whatever.
Yeah.
What's your biggest regrets?
Yeah.
Make us feel better.
Make
Okay?
her feel better.
Yeah, make me feel better. Anyways, yeah, like,
Subscribe, maybe ring the bell. We don't know
follow
if
us
that's
on
still a
Instagram.
thing.
Go check out our
Working for free.
website.
Snapchat. Working for free or Rachel then home.
Go check out the website www.workingforfree.net.
We need to get some new products up.
.net.
My cabinets are almost done, and then we will start producing.
Basically,
again.
only have like the custom succulent boxes at this point. But those are
because I create or product, like I envision them, and right now I'm envisioning cabinets. Sorry.
so there's not much there right now. But
No, but
go check that out.
Yeah.
But there's fun story on there and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Go check it out.
Anyways,
All right. See y'all later.
bye.
Bye.